Pardon?
Twice as many as there would be in Woodner Depot, so it's a big crowd.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you all had a good weekend. First few things we have up, we have a couple of birthdays this week. They're not here, but we've got Josh Ranson's birthday tomorrow, turning 28, and Cam Fraser turning 29 the day after, so probably the youngest guys in the depot, I reckon.
And someone else, there might be videos this, might have a birthday, because he writes it down. He might be having a birthday today.
Today.
Who's that, Dave?
Yeah, it might be Mark Davis. Happy birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, Mark.
Yeah, 60 next year.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's 50 today. So it's stir up that. You don't want to be old.
Some of the works for next week. We've got a lot of projects on this week, I think Matt's got a couple on today, I'll put a couple on later in the week. It's a lot of poles, transformers, pits, underground work. There's also a couple of light columns going on, but it's predominantly project work, so a lot of customer quoted stuff that we've got to get done before the end of the year. So there's a bit of a priority on getting them done as well. We've got Nick here for the switching update.
Yeah, so obviously it's been a bit light with everyone shuffling around, so hopefully we'll get back to a bit of normality this week. But just thought we'd run through some switching, the switching outcomes from, if you can take memories back about a month ago where they had a trip CB. Pretty much they closed the load switch and they had some errors left on a exterior unit. So just with some of the lessons learned out of that, it's got when switching crews are not fully experienced with the exterior switchgear, they must reference SAPI TV as well as the switching handbook. Make sure we do it. I'm not that familiar with them, and we had to definitely get all that stuff out when I did it a few months ago. So make sure we refer to them. For the successful switching operators on exterior switchgear, reference to the e-drawing sheet must be followed to ensure the selected switch positions indicate is left in the correct position for future switching operations. ADMS DOM needs to reflect the exterior switching cubicle positions for the correct writing of the switching plan. And the last dot point here is check item bus position selected was not included in the switching instructions. So that's a part of the action plans. They're going to review they're basically going to review the safe working instructions of the exterior. So good outcome of that, I suppose. Hopefully it all gets a bit clearer and yeah, make sure we know what we're doing.
There's been a lot of discussion about that already.
Yeah.
Switching operations can be understood.
Yeah.
So to make it better.
Yeah. And they are confusing units.
Yeah, we'll be doing the other week.
Yeah. It's even hard to say the name.
Yeah. So moving on, just reinforcing, coming into summer, being mindful of your fatigue, especially with the weekend work. If you're not filling up the task, make sure you speak up to your relevant six, and we will work around it. Be comfortable to speak up. Daily switching toolboxes, like we said, coming back to a bit of normal routine again. Make sure we're here at 7 o'clock and we can have that discussion on the dot. Bit of positives, some good switching and good switching practices from last week. So good communication during breakdowns with duty officer. Keep up the high level of communication there, even if it feels like you're making multiple phone calls with two duty officers. It does help on this side of things. And with that, our performance of breakdowns has been noticed by staff and depots. So well done, get some good feedback from there. And 112 days with no switching incident.
Cool, thanks Nick. We have one switching bulletin this week, and it is to update people on the upcoming substation access annual online campaign, which started, I believe, 2 weeks ago. So it's separate to the normal substation asset access online refreshers. All licence holders will still need to complete that online assessment training. This is a separate online assessment training that has to be completed by the 31st of March. We'll be working with Leanne, I believe, to get everyone some free time to get it done, because it's what it says here anyway, I'm a computer administrator. But it will be done online, and again, it is separate to your normal one. It's about upskilling, I believe, and going through.
Does it say how long it takes long?
It does not on here at all. I haven't gone onto it myself yet either, so.
Probably we get an opportunity before that. Those things you just like mark up with, so
Yeah.
rather than have to be scheduled in, so
Yeah, you
it's a
finished
good
early.
initiative.
Cool. We have one DS incident which you've got Matt to go over.
Yep. The guys were performing an LVSP, and they went to a circuit to check an open point in the P7 pit. When they opened it, they noticed that there was only 5 cones, not the normal 7. So we turned up at tag and went to go move the cone to try and read it, and as they moved the cone, it's flashed over. So with a little bit of investigation, it looks like that someone had energised their circuit from the transformer, come straight up, and then they've just put 3 live cables under 1 white cone. It wasn't picked up in scoping, and the transformer mappings were wrong as well, so it's not meant to be fed from there either. It did blow the 2 fuses. The fault crews were given a breakdown number to go rectify and to make the transformer areas as they should.
It was lucky that one, could have been a bad one. Had all 3 phases under the 1 cone. It was lucky that it flashed over and they didn't pull it open. It's just gone all directions towards them, so very lucky on that one.
All the PPE on too.
Yeah. Alright, some general depot stuff. Cobbs, you've got one down for thunderstorms.
Oh yeah, just general safety, working at home and working in thunderstorms. Well, you know, stand by and whatever, and on call you get a little bit complacent with it, like I did a couple of weeks ago. So at home, the safety at home as well as the thunderstorms. Just wanted to get my lawn finished, and the thunderstorm's coming, and I thought, oh, I've got a big cylinder mower, and all of a sudden, had gloves on and ear protection, all that sort of stuff. But so I'm thinking to myself, I probably should get out of this. It's getting pretty close. And then all of a sudden, lightning and thunder simultaneously, and oh, that doesn't feel good up my arm. And had to let go of the mower, so hit somewhere close and some step holding. Because it's self-propelled, I'd chase the mower, brought it off my fence down, and then I got out of it. Should have got out of it. It was too close.
Rubber gloves, got to finish your lawn.
No, it was close. So yeah, so just safety at home and when you're out working thunderstorms. They're generally only in the vicinity for 10 minutes, you know, where you know that it's really close, and then they move on. That's all.
Yeah, thanks, guys. We've got a couple of thank yous that have come through. So there's a big thank you from Paul Salter for all the assistance up at the Mid-North and the Riverland. So everyone that went up there, everyone in Sappin's grateful for helping out with the storm relief. All the guys up there were flooded.
Do I know who it is? He's the regional manager, so he manages all of the country field services.
Yeah, so it's not just a depot supervisor, it's someone overlooking all the depots that are very happy with all the assistance. We've got thank you to some specific people: Ace, Eddie, Seb, Hayden, Rob Patterson, Dan and Paddy for all the good work they performed assisting Murray Bridge with the secondment. They were very happy with all the work that the guys have done, so that lasted a few weeks, I reckon, going up there for the whole week, staying away. There's a thank you to Corey, Ben, Sean and Des for the great job performed on Gumflat Road. I'm not aware of that one. Source is Nick, so Nick's aware of that one.
Just that guy wanted to have the children, he was so happy.
It's not Kenton Dudley, is it? Kenton Dudley Street, is it?
Does not say
No,
Gumflat
it's
Road.
Oh,
Yeah, up the driveway. And he sent it to every man who told him to go, so it was really good. Really good. I don't think I did anything actually.
We'll take all the good
Yeah.
feedback we can. We've got one here for heavy vehicle driver logbooks. So it is a requirement that you carry that on your truck with you while you're driving. There is a big fine if you're not carrying it with you. and you have to fill it out when you're outside the 100 kilometre radius from your depot. Alright, so you can't just have it left in the depot, it must be filled out, correctly, or you can get some big fines. And the last one is for the depot work is diaries for 2021. So if you do require a diary for 2021, whatever size it is, see Julia. She'll get a list going and get the orders in so they're here, hopefully for the end of the year or early next year. Cool.
How much is the fine?
Pardon?
How much is the fine?
Fine for not carrying the work diary is $674.
$300 for a spelling mistake.
Yeah. Pretty hefty, so takes time. Last thing you want is getting your fines, working overtime, going out there, comes on and filling them out, and you end up losing all your overtime money for that book.
That's the fine for not having the book.
Yeah. We've got a safety alert that have come through from Field Services. It's actually Wingfield Depot, I believe. So it is someone sent in a reminder. So high reminder about the importance of depot roller doors being left completely open or fully closed. Wingfield Depot today, our roller door was left partially open, approximately at head height. An employee was walking towards the opening with the sun in his eyes and has hit his head, forehead and the corner of his eye on the bottom of the roller door, causing a cut to his forehead and his eyelid. Employee sought medical attention and has been given the all clear. Usually we're pretty good here. I think it just goes up, it just goes down. Back doors, I guess, open sideways for trucks to get through. But just open it or close it. Good habit. And the last one I've got here is for storms for temporary fusing. They've sent out a bulletin for required fusing in storm-related events, so if they're blown under heat waves, and the actions to take for that. We'll put that up on the bulletin board and we'll print off some copies.
Yeah, a couple of them.
Yeah, you can chuck some in your truck as well, or you can so I think it's only the one crew here, you guys.
Yeah, we've got one.
Alright, besides that, have a safe week. Thank you.
I sent out an email yesterday just looking for photos. We'll do another calendar. So get them to me today if possible. Thanks to Sam, he sent some in already and a few others already have. And it's been suggested that we finish our toolboxes with a dad joke. So
Bruce.
Come
This
on,
will-
Bruce.
you got one, Bruce? So I didn't give Bruce an answer. So this will rotate around. So nominated at some stage for another dad joke. So today, a mate of mine was having some health issues, and he searched everywhere and he couldn't find where to get treatment except in Argentina. So I went over there and he got fixed up, and he just asked me to say thank you, Diego Maradona.
Really embarrassed that, or